And we start the day's other headlines in the Middle East. Israeli hostages have been reuniting with their loved ones as a two-day-old ceasefire between Israel and Hamas appears to be holding. Israeli authorities released video today of the three hostages freed in yesterday's swap meeting with their mothers. Among them is 28-year-old Emily Damari, who said today that she feels like she's returned to life. Hospital officials say all three women are in stable condition. Meantime, in Gaza, displaced Palestinians began returning to their homes. Many of them arrived to find their houses and neighborhoods in ruin.
We were staying in tents in Khan Yunis. We came to our house, but found destruction. Everything was destroyed. There's no place to live. There's no furniture or anything.
Humanitarian aid trucks are flowing into Gaza as part of the ceasefire agreement. Video from Rafah showed people grabbing supplies from delivery vehicles as they were still moving. UN officials say that more than 900 aid trucks crossed into Gaza today. That's on top of the 630 that went in a day earlier. A British teen pleaded guilty today to murdering 3 girls and wounding 10 other people at a Taylor Swift-themed dance class in England last summer. Axel Rudakabana entered the surprise plea as jury selection was set to begin for his trial in Liverpool. The 18-year-old faces life imprisonment when he's sentenced on Thursday. The attack set off a week of rioting across parts of England and Northern Ireland after the suspect was falsely identified as an asylum seeker. He was actually born in Wales. Here at home, the bitter cold that forced the presidential inauguration indoors today is stretching far beyond Washington, D.C. More than 230 million Americans have been under some form of winter weather alert as a so-called Arctic blast brings low temperatures as far west as the Rockies, through the northern plains and the tip of Maine. Snow blanketed many parts of the country over the weekend, including in southeastern Pennsylvania. In Michigan, wintry conditions contributed to a pileup of more than a dozen vehicles on a major highway. Even the South won't be spared. Rare winter storm warnings are in place tonight along a large part of the Gulf Coast. In Southern California, fierce Santa Ana winds were back on the forecast today, which could complicate efforts to douse the wildfires that started nearly 2 weeks ago. Officials say today's gusts could exceed 80 miles per hour in some areas. The National Weather Service is warning of an especially dangerous situation through tomorrow morning. Firefighters are hoping the conditions won't undo much of the progress they've made. At last check, the Palisades fire was 59% contained and the Eaton fire was 87% contained. Financial markets and most government offices were closed today to honor the Martin Luther King Jr. federal holiday. Many MLK events took place over the weekend, though there were still a few today, including a rally at the South Carolina State House hosted by the NAACP. The chair of the National Democratic Committee, Jamie Harrison, delivered the keynote speech. MLK Day has now coincided with Inauguration Day 3 times since it became law roughly 4 decades ago. It happened today, of course, but also when Bill Clinton and Barack Obama were sworn in for their second terms. And women's rights activist and former president of Planned Parenthood, Cecile Richards, has died. Her family announced the news, saying, quote, "Our hearts are broken today, but no words can do justice to the joy she brought to our lives." Richards led Planned Parenthood for more than a decade, often defending it from political attacks. She later stepped down to lead a group to mobilize female voters. Richards was diagnosed with an aggressive form of brain cancer in 2023. Then President Biden honored her with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Today, he called her a leader of utmost character. Cecile Richards was 67 years old.
This is the PBS NewsHour from the David M. Rubenstein Studio at WETA in Washington, and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.